How did Atlanta become a world-class city? How did we rise from the ashes to become the birthplace of the civil rights movement, home of the Olympics, a global powerhouse in business, health, and entertainment, and a gateway to the world? It's always started with leaders who saw the unlimited possibilities ahead, leaders who brought people together to make progress. Mayor Kasim Reed has a bold vision of the city we could be tomorrow. More prosperous, unified, safer, stronger. He's working with the city council, the business community, and civic leaders to tap the potential of a city whose future is truly without limits.
When he came to be the mayor, we were at the recession, the depth of the recession. He got business leaders to the table. He got politicians to the table. He got community interest at the table and collaborated with them to solve the issues.
For Mayor Reed, it all begins with public safety. The city has hired 708 new police officers, bringing the total up to nearly 2,000 sworn officers.
Mayor Reed has made an extreme effort for the public safety and for the Atlanta Police Department. He has put that high on his agenda. The adding of the officers certainly is a great asset to Atlanta, and it will be for the police department as these officers mature and we get more on the streets.
We've invested in technology to keep our city safe, improved 911 response times by 2 minutes, opened 4 new fire stations, and hired 75 new firefighters. The focus on resources, training, and community policing is making history. Major crimes are at their lowest level since 1969. To reach our potential, our city must be financially strong, efficient, and accountable.
He went right into office and took on the toughest issues that had not really been solved by states and by our federal government. He took on pension reform. He stabilized the city's finances.
The city reserves were at $7.4 million when Mayor Reed took office. And today, the reserves are at $126 million without a tax increase.
And I have to give a lot of credit to Mayor Reed for being willing to kind of build on those very difficult decisions by making a series of smart and very strategic decisions to continue to build our reserve.
We are now the city that everyone's watching. What we've done with pension reform has transformed our city for years to come. There's no corner and no aspect of the city that has not been touched and been transformed by this administration.
As Atlanta grows, we must remain a city that cares for all of our neighbors. We've reopened every Center of Hope Recreation Center. And with $5 million in private philanthropy, we're providing technology, training, and education.
We are not only transforming lives of children, but we're transforming their families as well in generations to come.
The city is also helping residents who've fallen on hard times. Since June, the city has secured housing for more than 250 homeless veterans.
In the last year, we've built up a team. We've spent an awful lot of time understanding both the problems and the issues around both street homelessness and customer service in the city of Atlanta. And in both cases, we formulated a slate of strategies and initiatives.
A world-class city is dynamic, home to growing businesses, attracting tourists and conventions.
I think that the relationship that the business community, and when I say the business community, I mean for-profit corporations, nonprofit corporations, and universities, hospitals, other institutions, that the business enterprise community of Atlanta, the relationship that we have with our mayor is the envy of mayors all over America.
Well, Atlanta is a real role model in what we call the Golden Triangle, when business, government, and civil society truly come together to tackle some of our most pressing issues.
With Invest Atlanta, we've invested nearly $4.5 million for economic development over the past 2 years. The city has entered into well over 50 business deals, supporting the creation of over 3,800 direct new jobs and $500 million of new capital investment. These days, growing our economy means reaching out across our state to improve the Port of Savannah and around the world. taking Atlanta businesses to China to find new markets. Across the city, we're seeing new beginnings and new hope.
You know, Atlanta is recognized as the capital of the South. When you continue to build on that brand value and have companies like Porsche or Baxter say, we want to locate in this area, that tells you a lot about the value of having an association with the capital of the South.
And we're seeing the dawn of Atlanta's next great industry, TV and movie production, which has grown to over a $3 billion business statewide.
There's a lot of factors that are necessary to have a vibrant production business here in the state. You know, it's great to have the film credits, but I think the mayor's had an enormous effect on really making it work here, in large ways and in small.
As a leading city, we're investing in transportation, sustainability, and green space. At the airport, we've extended our longest runway to attract more cargo. And we opened the Maynard H. Jackson International Terminal with 40 new gates in a building that earned the prestigious gold-level LEED certification. Our green progress continues. We've opened 4 new parks, covering more than 30 acres, and created 6 new miles of trails. The Sierra Club recently named the Atlanta Beltline one of the best transportation projects in America. So what does tomorrow look like?
Well, Atlanta has always been a can-do city. I think that is why we are so successful. We've never seen a problem that we felt that we could not solve. We've never seen an opportunity that we thought was too big for us to pursue.
From my time as a boy here, to having a career here as a lawyer, to having a life as a part of the Georgia General Assembly as a state representative and state senator, I literally have been allowed to live my dreams and go as far as my talent and ability could take me. I think that's what's so special about Atlanta. Recently, we cut the ribbon on the Civil and Human Rights Museum. Just the other day, we cut the ribbon on the College Football Hall of Fame. Atlanta, we get things done. And I assure you that our city's future is without limit.